All right, good morning, traders. Today is November 12th, 2024. Thank you for being here. My SPY pivot this morning, 598.40. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. SPY close with a 2-hour uptrend and 10-minute uptrend. SPY, Diamond Dow, and QQQ all made new all-time highs. IWM made a new 3-year high. FNGU made a lower low and a lower high, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So that's bullish. All of the Fab Five still in daily uptrends. Gold and silver, both in daily uptrends. Not sure about this morning. I see some of them breaking their prior lows, so we could be in some downtrends here. Both made lower highs and lower lows, closing under bearish traps under their 17 EMAs. UNG in a daily downtrend made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish cross over the 17 EMA. USO in an uptrend, but it doesn't know it, made a lower low and a lower high, closing, no screen. All right, USO in an uptrend made a lower low and a lower high, closing under a bearish cross under the 17 EMA. US dollar index still in an uptrend, closed near the 105.90 area. That thing just keeps ratcheting up. All right, so let's go take a look at some charts this morning. All right, first chart, let's take a look, SPY. All right, you can see here's yesterday's candle. We made a new all-time high on SPY on the daily chart. We closed over, okay, the bullish trap. Okay, that would be the yellow line on top of the white line right here. We closed over the 17 EMA. That would be these green dots right through here. So we closed over the 17, over the bullish trap, over the 8, and over the 3 EMA. So SPY in a daily uptrend. Take a look at it on the 10-minute chart. All right, in the 10-minute chart, you can see we had a little 10-minute uptrend going into the close at the last minute. All right, and then you can see on the 2-hour chart, we have a 2-hour uptrend going into the close. That's the 3 on top of the 8. Price 3, 8, all on top of the rising 17. Okay, so price action for SPY. 10-minute uptrend, 2-hour uptrend, daily uptrend, weekly uptrend, monthly uptrend, semi-annual uptrend, you name it. It's an uptrend. It made a new all-time high yesterday. Okay, so there's SPYs. Today's pivot for SPY is going to be, let's just drag this down. I said 598.40. So let's drill down and find it here. See if I can get my line up. All right, let's change this. 598.40, that's right about there. Okay, so we want green erases red, so a candle over, well, we could say right over this area right here. So 599.14 would be a bullish entry for the SPY. That would be a green erases red entry on the 10-minute chart. So 599.15 over 599.15 would be a bullish entry, and on the bearish entry, we would have price action. Well, I'm just going to say below, right here. I'm going to just use this because that was buyers there. So below 597.72 would be the bearish entry on the chart. So we'll put a line there, right about there. Take out that green candle. Red erases green. Again, red erases the green. This would be the green to move up and then come back down. Okay, so 597.71 below that. That's a bear. All right, that'd be a bearish entry. And then you can see right here, coming over the top of this wick on the bulls. Okay, about 599.14. That's the bullish entry. Over 599.14. Red erases green, 597.71. Price below that. Okay, so there's SPY on the 10-minute chart. There's a little game plan action for SPY for today. Let's go take a look at QQQ. All right, QQQ on the daily chart. Okay, put in a new, this is a candle right here, this red one. Put in a new all-time high on QQQ. closing over the bullish trap over rising 17 EMA. QQQ in a daily uptrend. Brand new all-time high made yesterday. Okay, Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow's the same deal, all right? Brand new all-time high made yesterday, closing over bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Diamond Dow in a daily uptrend. SPY in a daily uptrend. QQQ in a daily uptrend. All right, let's take a look at IWM. So here's IWM's candle for yesterday. That's the green candle way up here in the sky. That is a new 3-year high for IWM. These are the all-time highs right up here, 244.46. If we take out those, we will have new all-time highs if we breach over that. Okay, right now we got a new 3-year high. Okay, so we closed higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. IWM in an uptrend. Price action making higher lows and higher highs, and new all-time high and new 3-year highs. Okay, up over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. You can see price action IWM in an uptrend. All right, let's take a look at FNGU. All right, FNGU this is yesterday's candle, kind of an inside day, not to the day before. Okay, so this is an inside day, not to Friday's day, but to Thursday's big green candle right there. So we could see a big breakout today, possibly. That's 2 inside days in a row. But yesterday's price action, lower high, lower low, closing over a bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA, making higher highs and higher lows, up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Money is flowing into the FNGU. Money flowing in to the SPY, QQQ, Diamond Dow, IWM. Money's flowing in. If they're making new all-time highs, money has to be flowing in to those indexes and this ETN. Okay, so this is FNGU. You can see price action is doing kind of my favorite thing. My favorite thing is to see price action, all right, is to move up, okay, move up, and then hold the higher ground. And that's what FNGU is doing. And this has a big influence over SPY and QQQ. So if this is moving up and holding the higher ground, I'm looking for the next move up. Typically after they rest, they're ready to resume what they first started down here. So there's FNGU. So we're looking much higher on SPY and QQQ. So we'll see what happens. That's FNGU. All right, let's take a look at our technicals. On the technicals, on the T2122, we camped out, made the bears uncomfortable in the buy zone. Okay, we camped out right in their territory, and we just chomped around right in this buy zone all day yesterday. Nice work on T2122. T2123 challenged the all-time high on T2123. Started out green, ended green. Green all day. Nice work on T2123. I think we get new all-time highs. This is looking good. I see no signs of stopping. We'll see what happens, but this is really looking good. I think we get a little bit further. I think we go much further with this T2123. Right now, we're at a possible double top, but I don't think that's where we stop. All right, we still got a lot of mojo going on. I think we go up even higher than this and make a new all-time high. We'll see what happens. Okay, here's the 3-bar chart. Putting in 3 more green candle bars right here. Okay, up into quadrant 4. Here's the pullback. There's the quadrant 4. We made the higher low. Guess what we're looking for? We're looking for the higher high. So we'll see what happens with that. So there's T2123 on the 3-bar chart. Okay, FNGU, you can see price action. All right, this is yesterday's price action on the 15. We're up over the rising 200. Okay, we're doing exactly like what I just explained. We moved up and we're holding this higher ground. That's my favorite. I love that. Okay, we got price action for yesterday. Little red, little green, and then at the end we had the buying program come in and it brought us right up underneath this resistance line right there. Now, if we climb on top of that today, good chance we're going to take out this high and probably start working on the all-time highs, all right? It's FNGU. If we can climb up on top of this resistance, that's been 2 days of resistance right there. So we'll see if we can get over that. You can see in the pre-market, we're not quite there yet. I think we get up there, all right, sometime today. We'll see what happens. That's FNGU. Let's go take a look at some sectors. All right, first one we'll start off with is gold and silver. Start off with silver. All right, so silver, we got a low here on silver this morning, 27.52. We got a low here, 27.47, okay? That is pennies away from converting this uptrend into a downtrend. If they break that low, we will have a daily downtrend. Price action for yesterday, you can see lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap. That's the 3 EMA, the yellow line, underneath the white line. That's the 8 EMA. Okay, all three, price 3 and 8 underneath a rolling over, falling 17 EMA. That's the red dots right here. Okay, so there's silver in an uptrend. It just doesn't know it, coming dangerously close to converting that uptrend into a downtrend. So there's silver on the daily chart. Okay, let's take a look at gold. Gold's doing the same thing. Okay, gold coming dangerously close to, and I got to tell you, yeah. Okay, so here is the pivot back right here. Gold is now in a downtrend. As of yesterday, they're still in an uptrend, but once they broke this low, today, they're in a downtrend. Okay, so price action. Lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, gold, as of yesterday, uptrend. As of this morning, downtrend because they broke the pivot low. All right, so there's gold. Let's take a look at UNG. Okay, UNG still in a downtrend till they break this high right here. Okay, UNG price action for yesterday. That'd be this green candle right here. Okay, higher low, higher high, closing over, bullish cross. It's a cross because 3 EMA crosses over. See this 8 EMA, this faster moving average, closes over the slower moving average. So we have a 3 EMA crossing over. So we have a bullish cross because it crossed from down below up and over. So we have a bullish cross. So closing over the bullish cross and over the falling 17. See the falling 17? See red, 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 green, red, 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 green, right there. Over the falling 17 on UNG. Still in a downtrend, okay? But looking like it's putting up a fight about that right now. Let's take a look at USO. All right, this is USO. This is petroleum crude oil. Okay, yesterday's price action be this red candle here. USO is in an uptrend because they took out these highs right here. So price action for USO in an uptrend, okay, just doesn't know it, all right? Price action, you can see we got the red candle, lower high, lower low as compared to the previous candle, closing underneath at bearish cross. You can see the 3 EMA, the yellow, crosses down under the white 8 EMA, that's the faster moving average, closing underneath the slower moving average, that's the 8 EMA. So we have price closing under a bearish cross and underneath a falling 17 EMA there. Okay, so USO in a downtrend. Okay, I just want to erase a lot of this stuff. We don't need it. All right, so there's USO. It's still in an uptrend. This USO is still in an uptrend, all right? If they break this low, they'll be back in a downtrend. I misspoke. Okay, so underneath here is a downtrend. Right now, still in an uptrend because they took out these highs. Okay, let's go take a look at SMH. All right, here's SMH closing inside quadrant 4. That's bullish. Closing over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Price action closing over the 17 EMA. That's bullish. Price action, you can see, got a lower high, lower low, closing just underneath between the trap and the 17 EMA. Still bullish on SMH. Let's take a look at XLK. Technology, closing in quadrant 4, that's bullish. Closing over the all-time high anchored VWAP, that's bullish. Making higher lows and higher highs, that's bullish. Closing over the 17 EMA, that's bullish. Everything bullish about XLK and SMH. Let's take a look at XLI. XLI puts in a brand new all-time high. Enough said, really. Okay, new all-time high for XLI. Definitely bullish. All right. Let's take a look at XLU. This is utilities. Now, utilities are in a downtrend. Now, we're not expecting utilities to be making new all-time highs. Why? Because they're typically a defensive sector. Price action for the utilities is going to be this green candle right here. You can see higher low, higher high, closing over the 17 EMA and over a bullish cross. Okay, I wouldn't expect it to go much further. We'll see what happens because typically this is a defensive sector. And you can see we took out this low right here that placed this uptrend that was a new all-time high, this red candle right here, okay, this one right underneath the pointer, okay, that was a new all-time, that's the all-time high. You can see price action took out this low, so that placed them in a downtrend. In order to be back in an uptrend, they will have to take out this high up here. If they manage to take out the high, they'll be in an uptrend. Right now, currently in a downtrend, but we don't expect them to make new all-time highs because they're typically a defensive sector. All right, so there's the utilities right there. Okay, closing right up underneath these two anchored VWAPs. There's the prior all-time high. There's the all-time high. All right, let's take a look at XLF. Here's our financials. Yesterday, new all-time high for financials. Do I need to say anything more? Financials looking good, making new all-time highs. Let's take a look at XRT. All right, here's our retail sector, price action. You can see higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Nice tail candle to start the day off like that. Looking like we might have a breakout day. I like this. XRT, all right, in an uptrend. All right, up over the all-time high anchored VWAP starting in 2021. Price action is up over it. Price action closing in quadrant 4, that's bullish. Price action closing over the all-time high anchored VWAP, that's bullish. Price action closing over the 17, a rising 17 EMA, that's bullish, all right? Everything bullish about XRT, that's our retail sector. Okay, last one, IYT. All right, here's our transports. Transports, guess what? Yeah, made a new all-time high yesterday. Price action, a little outside day. Lower low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap. Over the 17 EMA, IYT transports in an uptrend. Why not? They're making new all-time highs, right? So transports in an uptrend. I expect them to go probably a little higher, maybe up to 80, maybe up to 100. We'll see. All right, I think they're just getting started. All right. So there's IYT. Let's check out. Let's check out the economics package. All right. See what we got going on there. All right. Let's start off with economic calendar. All right. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. You can see not much happened on Monday. On Tuesday, all right, NFIB Small Business Optimism Index comes out at 6 a.m. this morning, so that already happened. Treasury buyback announcement, that's at 11. Okay, then we got a Fed speaker. Kashkari's going to speak, and then Harker's going to speak, all right, but it's not Mr. Powell, so nothing to worry about there. Really light day today. If the Bulls want to make a run, today's a nice day to make a run, all right. Wednesday, this is tomorrow, CPI. This is the main event. This one, and Mr. Powell speaks on Thursday. All right, Wednesday, main event. All right, 12. This is Wednesday the 13th. Okay, CPI is going to come out at 8:30. It's the main event this week, CPI. Lori Logan's going to speak at 9:45. All right, Treasury buyback announcement, another announcement. All right, we got a couple of Fed speakers, but are not Mr. Powell. And then Treasury's going to make a statement at 2 p.m., and then Treasury buyback results. So we're going to have CPI 8:30, Treasury statement at 2, all right, and then Mr. Powell speaks on Thursday, at 3 p.m. Speaking of Thursday, jobless claims 8:30, PPI final demand 8:30, gas report at 10:30, petroleum report at 11. All right, and then Mr. Powell speaks at 3. Okay, he is capable of moving the markets. CPI is very capable of moving the markets. All right, so we'll see what happens there. All right, I would expect volatility on 8:30 on Wednesday morning. I would expect possible volatility. As long as these numbers are in line, I wouldn't expect any possible volatility on Thursday at 3 when Mr. Powell speaks. If these numbers are out of line and he speaks, all right, there was a high probability that there will be volatility. All right, I'm just saying based on past experience. All right, if the numbers are out of line when he speaks on Thursday, there'll be volatility. If the numbers are in line when he speaks, it will be relatively subdued and probably have very little impact on the market on Thursday. All right, for Friday, retail sales at 8:30, Empire State Manufacturing Index 8:30, import-export prices 8:30, industrial production 9:15, business inventories at 10, and like Friday, every Friday at 1 o'clock, we get a rig count. Okay, that's the offshore drilling rigs. All right, there's a rig count right there. All right, that is the economic calendar. Max pain for today, the 12th, is 597. I think we're already there in the pre-market. 598.30, 598.40 right now. Okay, so a little bit above it. All right, and the put-to-call ratio, 1 2/3 puts for each call. Not a whole lot there for a put squeeze, but there's a little something, something. So we'll see what happens with that. All right. I don't think it's going to be a put squeeze. I think they just had 2 inside days, and I think they're ready to go higher. All right. So we'll see what happens with that. Earnings calendar for Tuesday, the 12th. Okay. Home Depot is going to report this morning $403 billion. That's capable of moving the markets. Sumitomo Financials has not decided when they want to report yet, or they've lost their P&L, one or the other. All right, $274 billion. We'll see what happens when they want to report. I think they're an offshore company, so chances are they may report maybe in the middle of the day, maybe late at night. We'll see what happens. All right, so that's Sumitomo, and they come up twice. They got one for $274 billion. They got another one, Mitsubishi Financial. 2 different ones. They don't have 2. They just got one. Mitsubishi Financial. I don't know why I was counting them as 2. All right, they got Mitsubishi Financial's also same thing. Another offshore company, $135 billion. They're also going to report. Probably close to whenever these people report. Sumitomo Financial. AstraZeneca, $199 billion right there. Okay, Shopify, $112 billion. Okay, so some big players reporting this morning. I don't think any of them are capable of moving the market except maybe Home Depot. All right, Sumitomo Financial and Mitsubishi Financial would have a big impact on the car sector. Okay, being since they do a lot of financing for auto loans. All right, we'll see what comes down with that. All right, let's take a look at Wednesday. All right, we've got Cisco Systems, $231 billion. All right, they're going to report Wednesday night. Remember, Wednesday morning is CPI. Cisco is going to report Wednesday night. Okay, so Cisco, $231 billion. They're going to report in the evening. They're capable of having a small impact on the markets. Actual main news will be CPI. Thursday, let's see what happens Thursday. We got Mr. Disney is going to report $179 billion. They're going to report on Thursday morning. All right. Applied Materials, $158 billion. They're going to report Thursday evening. Brookfield Corporation looks like $86 billion. They're going to report in the morning right alongside Disney. Okay, so really just kind of an easy day. I wouldn't expect a whole lot of influence coming out of the earnings department on Thursday. very little on Wednesday other than Home Depot. Well, CPI is going to dominate that day's news cycle. And then Tuesday, Home Depot is probably going to dominate the news cycle for today. So we got today's probably going to be Home Depot. It's going to dominate the news cycle. Wednesday is going to be CPI, Cisco in the close. Thursday, we're going to have Disney's going to report, but I don't expect any of these to dominate the news cycle or have a whole lot of impact on the markets. For Friday, what do we got here? We got Alibaba's going to report $229 billion. They're going to report in the morning. Okay. Then we got a couple of that are still don't know when they're ready to report, and they're way under $1 billion. Way under like $100 billion. So nothing really happening on Friday. So nothing really happening on Friday except for Thursday, except for Walt Disney. And then on Friday, you can see we've got Alibaba. That'll probably be the talk of the town on Friday. On Monday, what do we got? Nothing here that's going to really move the markets. Okay, so nothing there. U.S. dollar index, okay? U.S. dollar index currently at 105.78, so it keeps moving up, all right, on the U.S. dollar index. And we did the economic calendar, we did the earnings, we did the MAC dollar, and we did the Max Payne. All right, I'll take questions in the room. If there's no questions, I'm going to render my video and get it out there and get it posted. I want to thank everyone for being here this morning. If I have some new members, NVIDIA, sure, I'll take a look at NVIDIA. Any new members, okay? Love it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that, okay? I'm honored you chose me, okay? Remember, I got free coaching, okay? Little 5-minute, 10-minute, 10, 15-minute segments on the coaching. I do it on Skype. I'm here to help you. If you're having a problem making your account grow, I'm here. All right. All you got to do is contact me on Skype. I can put my Skype ID in the chat and Path Long. Okay, sure, Bob T. I'll take a look at that and put my Skype in the chat. And you guys contact me. Tell me who you are, because I have a lot of people that contact me that are not members. Really kind of unwanted people, all right? So please tell me who you are, and you're from the BYOB Trading Room, so that we can friend each other on Skype and get a contact going, all right? So that we can. I like Skype because I can record the session, and it allows you to have something to take with you. That recording's usually only on there for about 30 days, all right, after the recording. So if we do a session, please don't forget to download it so that you have it for a lesson for future. All right. Let's go take a look at a few. NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA making higher lows and higher highs. That's bullish. It's up over prior all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. That's a new all-time high made 3 days ago. That's bullish. 2 hour is in a downtrend. 10-minute in the pre-market's in an uptrend. And 10-minute into the close, I'm just going to call it a downtrend. All right, so this is bullish, okay? And you had a pullback to minor support. That would be right here. Okay? And you can see you're getting a bounce. How much of a bounce you get, I don't know. But you are getting the bounce off of minor support. You can see price action pulls into this wick and this wick. And you can see price action is bouncing. So you don't have a 2-hour uptrend yet, but you had one a couple days ago. You're getting a cross right now, and in the pre-market you've got a 10-minute uptrend. All right, so I like this. This is bullish. On 2-hour uptrend with a 10-minute uptrend inside it, I would play that long. It's making new all-time highs. For this right here, you got a little bit of resistance right through here. So you have to decide how you want to trade this. If you want to wait for price to get up here and hold, all right, you might want it to get up here and hold. Now we got up here and held, and we made a squeaky higher high. And then we held right here, so we had the neutral stance. Then we made a lower high. So right now, unless price action gets up here over 146.80, all right, I would want it to be up there and hold to get long on NVIDIA for me. That's just me, all right? Be a little bit picky. You know, it's your money, so be picky. Be as picky as you want to be, all right? Because it's your money. You decide where you want to spend it. If it's not doing exactly what you want it to do, you know, hold off till it does exactly what you want it to do. Oh, you're welcome. Entry? Yeah, entry would be over this and holding. 10-minute uptrend. Have to be over this and holding the higher ground, and then find a 10-minute uptrend. That would be my entry. Right now, I would kind of just hold off. Like I said, it's your money. Hold on to it until it's doing exactly what you want it to do. And for me, that's what I would want to see, is up on top of support and holding up there. Yeah. Yeah, NVIDIA earnings are coming up. That is true. Bob T says PATH, P-A-T-H. Let's take a look at PATH. PATH is bullish, moving up, holding the higher ground. Right there on the 10-minute. Okay, I don't know what the rest of the chart looks like. It's not a very pretty chart. That is still under here. PATH. Got like a little inverse head and shoulders going on, with August being the head. Right shoulder, left shoulder. Getting a little breakout over igniting candle there. Path looks good. Problem is they just hit this high right here. On the 10-minute, if they could hold this up here over VWAP, that's what I would want. 10-minute uptrend over VWAP. Other than that, you know, just be careful you don't get caught in a meltdown. All right? And the meltdown happens when all it does is just melt all the way back down to 1322. Okay? So if it's not hanging out and maintaining price action over VWAP, I think I'd stay clear of it unless it does that. All right? So I would want to put some, you know, some activity that would be favorable to my long. If that's what you want, is to take path long. All right? But you just hit a target back here. This red candle. So you just hit this target right there. And this thing could pull back to, just so you're aware, minor support, which is 1339. Just don't get caught in a meltdown that takes you all the way back to 1339. If you see the bull step in here on support, that would be interesting. Nice trade for the upside on the 10. Just don't get caught in the meltdown. And I can see meltdown happening right there. They got underneath VWAP there. They kind of recovered, but it wasn't until aftermarket. Aftermarket, you can do anything you want with price aftermarket because there's no volume. All right? But in the market hours, if they find themselves underneath VWAP, just don't get caught in that, okay? R2D2, Rick is... Ed Carter, is Rick going to post the members e-learning for last Thursday? Yeah, you'll have to ask Ed. Yeah, I'm sure he will. All right. All right, traders. I'll be back in like 45 minutes. Okay, and we'll open up the markets. All right, let me get some stuff posted up here so I can get some new subscribers. All right, and I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes. Yes, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Love that.